There's a lot of hair products here, Henry. Obviously, it's important to you that you smell good in London. There's a lot of David Beckham. You've bought a lot, dude. You should almost subscribe to David Beckham.
There was a room of people completely naked.
Are you okay? I'm so sorry.
It was really tough.
Oh, mate.
They were like, come in. And I was like,
Okay.
I already did. I typed in, how does Austin Butler do his hair? I remember that.
Yeah.
Oh, I was cool.
Uh-huh.
It's like, see Spider's pumpkin? Can we chuck it out the window?
See how he has grown? Isn't it beautiful to watch? See it, look at our baby now. Look at him flying.
It's my mate, boy, toaster. Yeah.
Hello, welcome back. It is My Mate Bought a Toaster, and once more we are diving into someone's Amazon purchase history. This week, I'm thrilled to welcome the fantastic comedian Henry Rowley.
Well, I say Rowley.
Okay.
My family says Rowley.
Uh-huh.
And it's a point of contention. I think names in the family in general. My dad's called Hungerford.
Your dad's called Hungerford?
Yeah.
Wow.
He's called Hungerford Aboyne Thomas Rowley, technically.
Wow, he sounds very working class, very
He is. He's really proper scraping the bottom of the butter kind of guy, you know.
Sorry, what's his Christian name again? Hungerford?
Hungerford, yeah.
Hungerford, okay. And what do you call him? You can call him Hun.
Hun, yeah, I do. I call him love, darling, dad. I call him dad. I'm not quite at daddy.
No,
I think I find it adults saying daddy.
Yes.
And, in a non-sexual context.
Yeah, I was going to say, if it's a sexual partner, that's their own thing.
Yeah,
right?
that's their own choice.
That's their own choice. It's not something I could imagine happening. This has taken a very early, strange twist.
Yeah, talking about me calling my dad daddy.
Can you imagine being in the sexual act and saying, thanks, mummy? That's just...
Oh.
Welcome to My Mate Bought a Toaster. So, Henry.
Yes.
I'm thrilled that you have logged into your Amazon account, and I've gone back to the first thing that you've ever bought. Okay?
Oh, fuck.
That's right.
So I'm okay to swear?
Yeah. Well, you just have. But you very much are, because we like to see our guests suffer. How do you feel about me having a little route through your Amazon purchase history? What are your initial vibes?
I feel nervous because I know the phases of my life I've been through.
Mm-hmm.
And
Thank you for saying phases, not eras.
Eras, you know.
Just say phases.
Yeah, I think eras is a very narcissistic way of looking at it. It's like the eras of my journey. I know the different chapters of my journey.
God, I hated you then. Don't do that again. God.
So for me, this is a journey in and of itself, and
I have to look away while he does.
I'm glad that you're here to join me, and I hope that we can be together.
I'm getting the hate sweats. Oh, so I've gone back to 2016. This is when I see the first purchases. Okay.
Yeah.
So we're in September 2016, and I suspect we might be looking at a student situation.
Yes,
okay?
That was when I joined uni first year.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, 26th of September 2016, the Norton Anthology of English Literature, ABC. Nice of them to do the alphabet for you.
Yeah. That was what I was struggling with.
Uh-huh.
Actually, that was the first lesson.
Do you think there are maths textbooks that are like the A-level maths guide?
Yeah,
1,
I
2, 3.
studied maths.
Right, so where were you at uni?
Bristol, obviously.
Okay. So Bristol. All the other guys who called us like Oscar and Leo and Theo.
Oh, yeah. Hugo, John T, Bontoft, Twat, Badminton.
I went to a wedding once, my best friend's George, and all his mates were called like Teapot and Flasky. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, Flasky.
Mozzo.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
The nicknames are fine, but there's something particularly weird about posh nicknames. I met someone the other day called Pumpkin. One of the poshest people I've ever met. Hello, I'm Pumpkin.
It's very like, it's almost arrogant in their nicknames. It's very like, ugh.
Challenging you to go,
Jono, Cookie, fuck. Do you know what I mean? Like, oi, Wankstein. So it's not a nickname, it's just his name.
You have to call him that.
Yeah.
So look, the first thing you want is this anthology of English literature. So you're at Bristol University, doing English.
Yeah.
Was that a very proactive choice, or was that a sort of, I've ended up with English? Because I did English as well, and it felt very much like, I suppose I'm doing English.
So it was, I wanted to go to drama school, but Hungerford said no. Which you can imagine
Parallel lives.
Really?
Snap. Yeah.
So I was there like, Father, I'm going to drama school. And he was there like, no. I was like, okay. So he made me go to, it was like a 2-year debate. Mum was sort of on the fence, but Dad won. And so I was like, right, if I'm going to go to uni, I want to do something that I enjoy.
Yeah.
So I was like, English, I'm quite good at. I enjoy.
Yeah.
So that was the compromise.
There you were. And did you find that you went to uni and just basically spent your whole time doing drama and comedy and other stuff?
No. So that was the plan.
Mm.
The plan was to go to uni, and he was there like, get involved in the drama society. And I didn't. I sort of got involved in other things.
Oh, drugs already! God, I saw the drugs look on your face then.
I think it was a bit, growing up in Leicester, there wasn't much to do. So we were already exposed to it from...
Famously, Leicester, a drug-free zone. Yeah. No, can't get any skag there. It's a nightmare. So, but you're supposed to go to university. You're supposed to go and do this.
There's a nice swallow for the list.
That's the nervous swallow for me.
Just gagging down the mic.
It's all the speed. He's got a dry mouth.
Yeah.
But you are supposed to go to university and do this stuff, aren't you? And surely parents are complicit in this. They know when they send their kids to uni, your kids, the chances are going to do things and take things and be at things, right? That's part of the deal.
Encourage it. They're like, go on.
Well, there's the reverse psychology there, isn't it?
Yeah.
If you say to your kids, go on, do it. You go and get stuck into. I really love it. If you took some heroin, let me know how it goes. Kids are going to be like, I'm not doing that. My dad wants me to do it. I'm not going to do it.
Yeah. It's not cool anymore.
Yeah. No, Daddy said it.
Come on, guys.
Jeez. So the English degree. So did you see out your whole English degree?
Yes. Yeah. I first couple of years I was really laid back and lax with it and kind of coasting along. I actually didn't read nearly any of the books. I used Spark Notes. And it worked because that's English. You can read Spark Notes, get an idea, and then if you're a decent writer and can write well and convince them of a point, like it's argumentation, isn't it? It's not necessarily find a couple of passages, do close analysis, and so so you don't need to read to do an English degree.
It's breaking news, guys. There you go. Just go and do English and just be very confident.
Yeah.
But it is. It's true about doing any sort of humanities, I think, especially with English. A lack of knowledge and work doesn't hinder you too much. Get the vibe of a book, and then you can really. I would say the things I did best at uni were exams, when I basically didn't know anything, and some people would say I'm bullshitting. I'd push back on that and say I was improvising. I would say it was an early sign to me that I could improvise and I could run with a plot and just go places and see what happened. And those essays I always did well on.
Yes, I was exactly the same.
Right?
Yeah, 100%.
So what I'm saying is, your English degree, Hungerford may not have known this, but he was pushing you towards this horrific career that you've ended up in now. Right? What does Hungerford and et al. and the sort of
contingent.
the Rowley.
Torquil is one of them.
That's a great name.
That's his brother, my uncle Torquil.
No offence, but they sound like Wombles.
Yeah, they actually are quite like Wombles in how they behave. It's sort of like, oh, hello. Sort of like if Hugh Grant was a little bit posher, and slightly more oblivious, and less charming. That's my dad. But he is charming. Just
you're very confident he's not going to watch this. Does he watch your stuff?
He asks me to send the highlights. He's like, I don't have time to watch all of them, but I do like to see some of them. There's one that he liked.
Go on.
And I was doing these posh girls in a uni flat arguing about whether to turn the heating on or not.
Right, yeah, good.
And he always says, like, I would like to see them. He's like, I didn't really get all of it, Henry. So I like the one with the heating. I like that. I really like that. But I don't like when you talk about vaginas and everything.
You have to use that word.
Yeah, Henry.
That's very sweet, though.
Yeah, it is.
You can get a certain type of relative, and I'm definitely not thinking of my Auntie Jane, who listens to the podcast or looks at my YouTube stuff or whatever. It was just nonsense. I just don't understand any of it. And that can be very diminishing as a performer when family do that. But you do have to probably that's the reason we've all become performers in the first place, right? Because our families have gone, oh, for God's sake.
Yeah.
Let someone else. I'm fed up with being your audience. Do you think your parents were relieved when you left home?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, for sure. I was so annoying. It was too much of a traumatic divorce between them, let alone me running about and like, watch me perform. They were just there like, piss off.
We're trying to divide our estates.
Yeah,
it's very difficult. We've got lawyers coming over and we can't have you go, look, everyone.
Look, I can dance. It's like, no, you can't.
So we're at Bristol in 2016. Also in December, you've bought the Vinox men's stainless steel opposite dragon head Viking cuff. You've got a Viking bracelet.
Yeah, I think that was when I was starting to realise that oh, fuck. I remember that.
Yeah.
Oh, I was cool.
I mean, it looks absolutely beautiful. Absolutely stunning. It's got, 2 dragons at the end of a little coiled bit of metal rope. And there's even a picture of it round someone's wrist there.
I think it was at a time when I was starting to realise that I'm not the most masculine man in the world, and was watching a lot of anime, and I was like, dragons.
Nice.
First of all, they're fucking sick. Second of all, if I've got dragons on my wrist, and everyone's gonna be like, "Whoa, we've got an alpha male in the room here."
Yeah. He may have long hair and a ponytail, but he's got dragons
He may
on.
have a dangly earring and a dad called Hungerford, but he's hard.
You have you've got plenty of stuff, right? So
Yes.
Can we have a tour of the metal that you've got attached at the moment? What are we saying?
Yes. So this. My girlfriend pointed to this the other day. It's a combined ring. And
Wow! So your index and middle finger on your right hand have got a ring that's stuck together.
Yes.
Okay.
And she was like, "It's funny that this is where fashion has come to." But it's weirdly, it's not irritating.
Unevolving. It's devolution.
But I feel like the only time I would need to take it off is when I'm typing.
Yeah.
Other than that, I don't ever really need to take it off.
I love
that's
it.
from 2J's,
Okay. Nice.
which is where this is from.
Okay, that's the earring in the left ear. Lovely.
Yeah.
That's a proper dangler. Love that.
Yeah, proper dangler.
When did you get your ear pierced?
Uni sometime, second year maybe.
Nice.
Yeah, I got it like really high up by accident.
Oh, really?
And it would always look like a mistake, so then I got another one further down.
And did the previous one heal up? Because people say they seal over after a while.
I think it must have done. I think I can feel, it's sealed over.
It looks great.
I can feel
I'm so jealous because if I went and got an earring now, I've got big Spock ears anyway, it'd be a disaster. But everyone would say midlife crisis. Anything I did now, people are going to go midlife crisis. Do you know what I mean?
I don't know.
Don't try and persuade me to get an earring,
you're
but
right.
it's not going well. All right, so was this the first sort of foray into the body metal, which we see before us now when we're looking at December 2016? Is this the beginning of we're not saying eras, of a phase?
There's an era.
So that was
He's doing the voice again.
fashion chapter of my life. And something that people don't understand about me is I have ADHD.
That's every person now.
Yeah,
Anyway,
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Oh no, I think I found a really long, really bling chain once. And I got given in year 6 a big silver H with these like fake diamonds on the side of it by a girl
I see.
as like a
Yeah.
hey.
Hey, it was H for hey.
Yeah, and so I sort of like rediscovered it pre-uni
Uh-huh.
and like was like, this is something that people should wear.
Yeah.
And so I walked around with my own initial with crystals on it,
Just great.
on a big chain.
With nothing else on.
And these big snapbacks. You know that period when everyone was wearing snapbacks
Yeah.
and those sunglasses,
Yeah,
the sort of
yeah, yeah.
aviator rip-offs. Wow. And then I realised that was a horrible, horrible thing to do. I think my dad told me. I think he sat me down like, I'm all for jewellery, but you just look like a bit of a moron. And when you realise...
Do you listen to him when he says that, or do you go, shut up, Dad?
No, I was kind of like, I appreciated it. Because in the moment, I was sort of like, oh my God, Dad, you don't understand.
Yeah, of course.
Like,
Yeah,
no one gets me. And like...
But do you like that moment when you go to university and you can, there's a bit of a CTRL Alt Delete, right? You can have a reboot and you can go, here we are. Here's the H brand.
Yes.
This is what I am, right?
Absolutely.
And you see other people doing it and misfiring left, right, and centre. Like, no, you're not a goth, love. You can try it. It just doesn't work for you. Or whatever. You know what I mean?
I think I had that on my first day. I went in, and in Leicester, I always thought like the group was a very cool friendship group. Mm-hmm. Sounds like they liked all the cool music and all the cool clothes.
Mm-hmm.
And
your friends at home. Was
yes, yeah. And I remember going into uni and having this idea of like, I need to find the cool people. I need to be part of the cool group. Yeah. And on the first day, I was in a flat with 6 girls and one other guy. And the guy walks into my room and he's in this like really skinny tracksuit. He's got like a diamond piercing in his ear and like a shaved eyebrow. And he's like, you know what I mean? How's it going? And in my head, I'm thinking like, no, this isn't what's cool and edgy.
Yeah.
And he was just there like, do you smoke? I was like, yeah. I was like, what do you smoke? And I had a spliff. So I was there like, here we go, make friends. And I spent one day with him walking around. And he's to this day he's one of my best mates. He's the funniest guy in the world. He reminds me of Spike from Notting Hill. The Welsh flatmate.
Do you mind if I have a pop?
He's like that. He's exactly like that.
Yeah,
he's mental. And after that day, I was there like, oh, I don't need the cool friends because I'm not cool.
Yeah.
I was like, but it's much more fun being like this.
Trying to be cool is utterly exhausting.
Oh my God.
It's not, I mean, clearly not something I've ever taken on, but
No.
the effort of it, it's much easier to take the piss out of and create a career on TikTok and Instagram mocking them.
Yeah. Well, I think what I've found is as you get older, the people who, when you're younger, are cool. When you're older, they're the least cool because they're so, it's like forceful nonchalance.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, hey man, like, what's your name again? Just like piss off.
Yeah.
And the people who are just like, maybe a little bit goofy, but just really nice. They're the cool people.
This whole phase that's happened where nerds have become cool, man. It's good.
Yeah.
It's so good because be as weird as you can at all times.
100%.
That is the only way to do it. It's the only way to do it. As soon as you try to fit in and be cool, then it's exhausting. It's also expensive because you have to buy cool clothes and stuff. It's just a nightmare.
Imagine trying to be cool with a ring that keeps your fingers together.
I can't believe you've got a ring that keeps your index and middle fingers stuck together. I'm trying to think what that would be useful for. And everything I'm thinking of is absolute filth. So we'll move on. All right, look, 2017 now, Henry, and there's a few bits and bobs. You've got a bonsai tree on the 2nd of December.
Yeah, that was for my room at uni.
Nice.
I think I'd sort of
Bit of nature.
I was sort of like, it was Bristol, so sort of like, I'm in touch with nature. I want a little piece of nature that I could grow with.
Nice.
In that
the
era of my
southwest
life.
is just down there.
Yeah.
Like, I'm the M5 away from this for real, so I might as well. So it's a tiny bonsai tree. It cost $18.99.
Yeah.
It's rather sweet.
It died
Mate.
straight away.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I didn't realise you meant to like water it and stuff.
Yeah, famously.
Yeah.
They do, but not much.
No.
They can almost live off the moisture in the room.
Well, I think you meant to mist it.
Oh wow.
So I bought a mister, which I now use for my hair.
I love it. For your own bonsai up there.
Yeah, I've got this. This is my bonsai tree. This
Your
is my little
bonsai
piece of
bonds.
nature.
Oh my God. I just think as a look, if someone's come back to your room for the first time, for whatever that might be you're about to do, and you're like, sorry, 1 second. Psychopath.
Oh yeah.
Dialed in psychopath.
Well, I think that was probably the reason I bought it, was so that people would come in and be like, oh my God, he's got a bonsai tree. Wow, this guy's like so cultured. And so they're like, oh yeah, that's my bonsai. Have you heard of Radiohead?
There's such a weird thing though, bonsai trees, when you think about it, because they are perfectly formed, but they're so tiny. I don't understand. Do you not need to
they're
get
at least average.
Right, okay, fine. Depends what you do with them, right? Depends how close you are to them. Maybe that's how you appreciate them. Because there's a thing that the human brain, the human chemicals, whatever, needs to see a tree every day, apparently. Like our caveman needs to see trees. It's incredibly good for you on a level that we probably don't understand. So I wonder if that's the case. Do you need to get 2 bonsais and like hold them up to your eyes like this? Is that how you get the benefits? Because, what I'm trying to say is, what's the point?
Well, I guess the thing about your brain needing to see trees, that's interesting, because trees give off oxygen, so it's probably some evolutionary impulse.
Yes.
Like instinctual sort of,
yes,
the survival aspect, right?
Be near the breath factories.
Yeah, be near the breath factory. It's like that theory about yawning, that apparently it's because if you see other people yawn, they're getting in all the air. So your body, that's why it's contagious, because then your body's there like, no, I need the air. I think it's probably bullshit, but
I love
you can explain it. You can explain it away.
God, that's so sort of oxygen right wing. So air greedy, man.
Hungerford would love that.
Hungerford would be all over that.
He's always yawning.
And that's why we're all Tories.
Yeah.
You see?
Yeah.
Stand to it.
My air.
Stuffing cash.
Yeah.
All right, look, let's move on now let's not move on too far. 12th of December 2017, drinking roulettes, including 16 shot glasses for £6, Henry. This is classic student stuff. I absolutely love it. So you spin the shot glasses round and they've all got numbers on. So you're gambling, you're drinking.
Yeah, my 2 favourite things.
All right, exactly.
Yeah, I think we threw that out the window.
Wow.
Yeah. Me and Theo,
So yeah, okay, yeah. So it's
He
the other
was-
Welsh guy.
Yeah, he's the
Right.
Welsh guy. He's not posh
No, okay,
at
right,
all.
Right.
We went through a phase of just throwing stuff out the window,
Nice.
and it was super entertaining.
Yeah, sure. Mm-hmm.
So like, one of our flatmates bought this pumpkin
Right.
for Halloween, and she was so like almost tearful with excitement.
This is going to go viral.
Of like,
This
Oh,
is
it's going to be like so
Yeah.
nice as a flat. We can do like pumpkins together, and
This is
Oh my god, it's gonna be so cute.
This
And
is
so-
bullying. This is a story about bullying.
Yeah, no.
So go on. You
Well,
threw the pumpkin.
Maybe.
out
Well,
the
then
window.
me and Theo was sat there, and he was just, "Oi, I got a bright idea.
Yeah.
See Spido's pumpkin. She was called Spyro. Cool name. So like, see Spido's pumpkin. I reckon we chuck it out the window." And I'm just there like, yeah. And so we just threw it out the window.
Great.
And then the next
was
day,
it carved? Had she carved it already?
no, not yet. It
Right.
was sort of sat there like
Sure.
pride of place. And then the next day it was like, has anyone seen my pumpkin? All this thing. Me and Theo kept silent. We found it hilarious. And then there was just someone put a picture in it of it smashed. We were floor 8, so smashed on the floor.
Do you want to do the apology video now? Sort of when the story goes mad and everyone writes the comments about what a nasty person you are?
I've apologized. I mean, me and Spike, we were very good friends. and So
Okay.
she saw the funny side.
Sure.
She was
Okay,
just
fine,
like, we were
fine.
just the two idiots of the flat.
Yeah.
We threw
yeah.
the toaster out. They were more annoyed about that.
My mate bought a toaster.
Yeah, oh
This
yeah.
is-
When we threw it out.
That's sacrilegious.
Yeah.
How can you?
Well, because we had 2.
Oh, fair enough.
And
Oh,
Theo
that
was
is
like,
fair enough.
no one needs 2 toasters.
Do you miss being a student? Do you look back on these years and think, God, or do you think I could go back there in a heartbeat? Like,
Oh, I'm so glad that I did it and did
Yeah.
it in the way that I did it. It was so fun,
Mm.
but it's not what I want now.
no.
I can't even go to a club now. Like, that's my worst idea. But that used to be that was all I did.
How do you find doing stand-up now? So you're doing stand-up now and you're going out late at night and, doing the gigs and stuff. Just got back from an amazing run at Edinburgh. You've got a tour coming up. How do you find it when you're out there late at night now? Have you started to get the, oh my God, I feel really old? Or are you still in that young kind of bouncy vibe?
I think for me, post-show,
Yeah.
because I'm very energetic on stage,
Yeah.
there's that adrenaline, so it is very bouncy. But I found in Edinburgh, when you're doing it every day for a month, and I think it'll be the same on the tour,
Yeah.
you start to get very tired, and that's when I find that I'm old. It's
Mhm.
like, I'll do the show, I'll be like, yeah, let's go fucking mental, cookie, down that cum. And then I'll have like 2 or 3 beers, and I'll be there like ready for it. And then it's that point where then there was quite a few nights in Edinburgh where I was like, oh, I just want to go home
I'm
and
done.
watch Peep Show and have a bath.
Oh.
And that's what I did. I watched
God,
the
it's the
whole
truth.
of Peep Show during Fringe. I watched the whole of the US Office.
Oh, wow.
What else did I watch? I think that was it.
You realise, Edinburgh especially, because it's such an explosion of stimulation, and of course you're doing a show every day. You find your ceiling. I think there is a moment when you go, yeah, this is me. I'm really happy and sated. That is a good thing. That's something to lean into. We should never be ashamed of the whole sitting in the bath watching Peep Show.
Yeah, I think my problem is I've matured now where I can take myself home for a night. But if I'm like, oh, I'm gonna have fun tonight, I can't stop.
Right.
And I go for it.
What do you think in your life is the single biggest night you've ever had?
There's been a few. There was a day at a festival
Mm-hmm.
when it was like 3rd day where nothing's working. So you do everything. I'm too ashamed to say.
Yeah.
But I think that to my memory, that's been one of the biggest just in terms of like consumption.
And what are you doing? Are you dancing? Are you just talking
Oh,
to people?
dancing.
Just
Yeah. Well, not now because I don't do any of that now. I can't think of anything worse. But I mean, I like dancing in bars still and stuff.
Yeah,
Or like
yeah.
if there's live music, I love. But yeah, I used to just dance, like aggressively dance as well. It was quite scary. Lots of hip movement. And
Okay.
like,
Oh, yes, Slinky. Oh,
it's
wow.
very like I'm a very camp dancer.
Why didn't you go to drama school? Did you go to drama school after uni?
No, but I act now, and it's
Yeah.
actually that's something I say to Dad now. I'm like, you know what, good decision because now I'm getting opportunities with acting and auditions and things that I might not have been in this position if I'd gone to drama school. So it's come
Yes.
full circle. So
Thank you, Daddy.
got no-
Thank you for my decision, Daddy.
Thanks, Daddy.
Hit me again, Daddy. Make more decisions for me, Daddy. No, it is good. And do you know what? I did the same thing. I went to university and I got into drama school, but I didn't go. I did uni instead, and then I left and just got on with it.
yeah,
It's the way to do it.
yeah.
It's definitely the way to do it. One day you'll be like
100%.
me, mate. Okay, all right, Henry. Well, we're going into 2018 now, and got a lovely Loitron style poise hobby desk lamp. Lovely lamp there.
What is
You've got a body mold memory foam mattress, £32 at the topper.
Is that for me?
Yeah, it's for Henry. It's for Henry. Yeah. If you don't remember things, that's fine.
I don't remember that at all.
Yeah, okay. $12.99 on the Bastille 4-piece stainless steel necklaces set for men, women, whatever.
4-piece necklace.
A 4-piece necklace for $12.99.
Yeah, that was
works out at £3 per piece. Some quick necklace
worth
maths for you
every
there.
penny. That was when I was sort of expanding my neck worth.
Right, sure. Yeah. The neck real estate.
Yeah, the neck realist. I was extending my portfolio of jewelry.
Decorating yourself.
Yeah, I
That's what
thought
this is all about.
one's not enough,
Right.
so I needed 4. I don't think I wore any of them.
Would you ever wear them? Because you've got a Fruit of the Loom sweater. You've got a Raglan classic sweater.
I wore the hell out of that. That was great.
That's why it's a classic.
Yeah.
Would you ever wear the necklaces over the sweater?
Sometimes I do. Yeah.
Still no?
I actually, I said I was in the gym this morning.
You did. You dropped it within seconds of meeting Henry this morning. He's like, "Yeah, I've just come from the gym."
No, that
instantly.
that's-
Instantly, I was like, "Mate, you look pumped. Well done. Unbelievable."
I was like, hey, hey, what have you been up to this
Oh,
morning?
man, yeah. I'd love some water. I need to rehydrate. Have you got any salts? I loved it.
Have you got any raw protein? Yeah, just gym. Have you heard of gym? Love it. I could totally right now, just BAM!
Oh, God. And now we're doing this podcast. It's the mind gym. It's the time traveling gym.
Yeah.
So a classic sweater
A classic sweater.
with the necklaces over the top, and then you went into gym chat.
So this morning, I caught myself doing this because I was like, you really are a twat.
Love that.
Because I was looking in...
Self-loathing is the most important thing.
Oh, 100%.
We have to all be doing that. It's good stuff. Obviously, love yourself, but at the same time, sort of hate yourself at the same time.
If you're a dick, then...
There you go.
You don't want to... You need to be aware,
Good.
You need to be aware. And so... And I am a dick.
Mm-hmm.
This point in case... A case in point in case. English. So
3 years at Bristol.
So I was in the gym and in front of the mirror, obviously, and I had my chains, and I looked and I was like, oh, it's quite plain. I just caught myself going like this.
Wow.
And then I was doing my things, and then I was like,
wow.
I put it back after because I was like, I've just purposefully pulled them out to sort of add to my gym outfit. No one gives a fuck what you look like in the gym.
What you do.
Yeah.
You do. That's the thing.
But
it's an interesting exploration of vanity, though, isn't it? Like you sort of joke that you're sort of going, oh, God, I look like a twat. But you did it because you wanted to look good. Right? I think we do need to recognise that you're a dick. And I do this. Self-awareness. I'm a dick. But I will take a lot of pleasure if I like the way I look.
Yeah.
Possibly too much.
I think that's the thing. Even in lockdown, I would put on a nice outfit every day.
That's very good for your MH, mate. That's
MH?
mental health.
Oh, mental
Come
health.
on.
Mental health.
Unbelievable.
I've not heard the abbreviation.
No, I haven't until I said it.
MH.
But it is. That's a very important thing. It's a self-esteem thing, right? I'm trying to find a very wordy way of forgiving you for doing an unforgivable thing in the gym.
I think people do worse in the gym.
Do you get recognised in the gym? Because obviously your TikTok content is brilliant.
Oh,
it's
thank
so good. It's so well written as well. Obviously you're an incredible performer, but the writing is beautiful, which is what alerted me to you. When I first watched it, I was like, oh, here's another person doing the posh thing. And I was like, I know, but he's actually writing fantastic stuff. Do you get recognised in somewhere like the gym? If so, what is the Rowley/Rowley approach to being recognised?
So I do. And I love it because it's really nice. Strangers being happy to see you is like the best thing in the world.
Yes. Makes up for Daddy not being happy to see
Yeah,
you.
yeah. Are you proud of me now, Dad?
Don't care about the divorce anymore.
People seeing me. My girlfriend always takes the piss out of me for this because I do the same thing every time.
Love it.
I always go like, oh, really? Oh, thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Becoming your character.
I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Yeah, what's your name? Oh, nice. Yeah. And I'm just so like, because I never want to do the prayer hands because that makes me feel sick. So I've gone to this.
Wow.
Which is almost worse.
You could do the namaste.
Yeah.
That's quite offensive as well.
Or just a...
kissing your fingers and waving is unforgivable.
Yeah. It's such a wet gesture, isn't it?
I'm always... in the few times it's happened to me, I'm genuinely quite surprised. Like, oh my God, oh wow, okay, cool. Like, if I get recognised for like Torchwood, which is 100 years ago, I'm like, oh my
I
God.
love Torchwood.
Thanks, love. And I'll be like, oh, well done. And then they're like, do you want to get a picture? And then you go, yeah, okay, cool. And then afterwards, and I love it, like you, I love it. And straight out of the way afterwards, I feel a horrible pit of self-loathing. Do you know what I mean?
Yes, yeah.
Ugh. Why did you say that? Why? It's so weird. Do you think so? Then equally, when I go and if I see someone super famous and I get excited and get a selfie with them, if I see Jurgen Klopp and go up to him and hug him, does he walk off going, "Oh, I really screwed that up"?
No, I think when it's someone who's a celebrity,
Yeah.
it's different because they get it all the time.
Mm.
They've got they're like, yeah, cool. They've stopped caring.
Yeah.
Whereas like the thing with social media is it happens a lot, but you're not that celebrity status. So the celebrity has that layer of separation
Yes.
where they can just be on autopilot.
Yes.
Because it's just social media person. They're like, oh, I love your videos, but it's you.
It's you.
And that's why they probably come up more so because there's no intimidation. There's no like,
Yeah.
oh my God, that musician or actor or
Yeah.
footballer that I love. It's just, oh, I see this guy on my phone.
Can I ask you something?
Which is really nice.
Because, you're a social media superstar, it's really good stuff. Do you feel the desire to go on with it and would you like to do a TV sketch show with it? Would you like to do, because obviously acting, let's park that for a second, because of course you want to do acting and comedy and sitcoms and stuff. But if someone said, oh, look, you're going to go and present This Morning, or you're going to go and do a big, like the One Show and stuff, what I'm trying to find is, like, how much importance do those really old-fashioned forms of media still have to you as a superstar on TikTok and Instagram? Do you care about those things? Do you do it so that your dad and mum will see it? What's the sort of approach?
I think I've steered clear of presenting so far because whilst it would be fun and it's amazing, I think for me, I want to do, performing is like what I love to do in sort of whatever capacity I'm writing. And so that's why I've stayed clear of those. I think the social media, to be honest, is more, I did before posting it, I did that stuff anyway by myself.
Yeah.
Just these stupid sketches and characters and voices.
God, thank God TikTok came along. If you were born in 1970,
I'd be
honestly,
sectioned.
you'd just be the weird supply teacher.
Well, I was weird. That's the thing. It was throughout uni, everyone thought I was a weirdo.
Oh, I love this.
I was just this little weirdo. I looked a bit like Gollum as well, because I was really pale and skinny, and I'd just sort of like slime around doing these little characters. And
Oh, wow.
I was always topless, and it wasn't in an embarrassing way because I had no muscles or body to show off.
Right.
I would just be moving so much, I'd get really hot, and so I'd just be this slimy, like sweaty, topless man, like.
I love it.
And
I love
so
it. Be the weirdo, and so things like presenting. So things like, say a Channel 4 thing came along, and it's like a travel log, and you're going to go and do this for an episode. Do you think, well, I can just get money wise, it's not that good anymore. I can earn money on TikTok and Insta, or do you go, oh my God, what's your?
I think it's still like, oh my God, but I know we said park acting, but I think that's the main reason I wouldn't.
Okay.
Because then you set yourself down that thing and you start to shape yourself on like the on the screen in a certain way.
Yeah.
And that might then hamper stuff with acting.
I
So
see.
at the moment, that's something I would avoid, but
Okay.
never say never.
Never say never.
Tiny Temper presents a property show.
That's just so mad.
I put it on my Instagram, like, why the fuck is Tiny Temper presenting a property show? He then shared it to his story,
What?
being like, I wish I could say I do these impersonations, but I actually am that guy. And it turns out he's a massive property developer and has a whole portfolio.
Yeah.
I didn't know, so I was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry, I think you're amazing. Yeah. And he was really nice.
Please reply.
He was really, really nice.
What is the best? Have you had a good celebrity DM? Have you had a good celebrity endorsement on the old socials?
I had my two, I don't want to say favourites. I had two really cool ones during Fringe.
Favourites?
Jack Whitehall shared my show and said, go and see this guy. And I was there like,
Thanks, Daddy.
yeah, yeah. And I was like, oh, that's really cool. And then Dawn French came to see the show. And then I got a picture. Well, she was like, can we have a picture? And oh, no, she didn't ask for a picture. No, she came up after and I want to get this right in case you're listening. I love you. She came up after and said she just wanted to say how much she loved it. Oh. And then someone from Mick Perrin was there and was like, we should get a photo of you two.
Yeah.
So there's this really cute photo where we're looking at each other and laughing.
Oh, my
and
life.
then she shared a picture of me during the show on her story saying like, what a talent or something like that.
Oh
And
my God, Henry.
having
I
that
feel
from her.
I feel sick with envy.
Yeah, it was
That's wonderful.
I was sort of like, I think I rode off that for the rest of the Fringe. Like, if I had
Yes.
like a show that I felt like it had gone a bit worse, I was there like, well, Dawn French liked it.
The
so.
Fringe is a month of pain, as we've discussed many times on this show in the past, and it can be a wonderful thing, it can be a terrible thing. All you have to do is get one moment from it, or two moments from it. It's like very much like a family holiday for me. Just one or two bits that are okay, and the rest is pain. As long as I can get a good photo or a good highlight, you've absolutely nailed it. It's just brilliant. But again, it comes back to this thing. I'm liking this theme. Be the weirdo, guys. Be the weirdo.
I was going to say Fringe would be like a family holiday, but I didn't ski at Fringe. Twat.
I just did a whole year. Of it. And you didn't take a gap year because I so would have to
No. It's
snap.
Yeah, I think I should have. I would have got a lot of stuff, but
I wonder about that as well.
no, I don't regret not.
I was too fundamentally scared.
Yeah.
March 2018. And this is again going completely against type here. You've got skiing goggles. What's that all about? I did not have you down as a skier at all. That's weird.
I got a job working for Wasteland, which is one of those like companies that puts on the uni ski trips.
Oh my God.
And you're like
You
the
were
rep.
a ski tour rep.
Yeah. So I would like do the room rounds and be like, "Hey guys, so today we're going to Avalanche, and then we've got the neon nude party, and then basically, and I had some on the room rounds. I had some crazy things. There was a room of people completely naked, girls.
Oh God.
And I was just sort of.
Are you okay? I'm so sorry.
It was really tough.
Oh mate.
They were like, "Come in," and I was like,
Okay.
"I already did."
Are you serious? So you
Yeah.
were the guy going around the chalets going, okay, here we go then.
Yeah.
For a whole season or just for a bit?
No,
or?
not for a season, because
Right.
it was the uni trips. You do like a
Right.
week at a time or something.
Right.
And so the first one, I went on the Bristol trip, and I'd never done one of the weeks.
Yeah.
But then really, the Newcastle trip was the week after.
Right.
And on a drunk night out, I met like one of the head people who organises it, and I was like, "Yeah, I really want to do Newcastle next week. Like, I just don't want to go home." And she was like, "Oh my God, just do it. Just stay and go over." So I just didn't get on the coach home. And like the people were like, "Are you?" And I was like, "No, I'm doing Newcastle." And then like I was sat in this office with all of these guys, and I was like a wreck.
Oh, I love
And they were
it.
just there like, someone came up like, "Are you okay?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm Henry. I'm doing Newcastle." And they're like, "You're not. Like, you're not down. You've not done any paperwork." I was like, "But they didn't have an option then." So
But
then,
you'd spoken to someone out in a club somewhere,
yeah.
presumably in Marybelle, or
Yeah, no.
hang on,
Where was
Verbier, Verbs.
No, it was
Such a
Le-
posh off.
Le-
This is
Le-
such a posh off.
Le Deux Alpes.
Oh, Le Deux Alpes.
Le Deux Alpes.
I'm more of a Trois Alpes guy.
Yeah.
So you're sitting there. So you arranged to stay for the extra week,
Well, I just
and then the next morning you're sitting in the office, and they're like, "No, you're not in any of the paperwork."
Well, yeah,
That's
because
amazing.
she just drunkenly was there like, "Yeah, do it, fuck it," and I was there like, "Okay, I love this," and then like they were like, "She's not running this trip," but they didn't have an option.
Don't know who she is.
Yeah, she doesn't work for
She
her.
just had a high vis jacket on
Yeah.
and a name badge. She's a fraud, Henry. Wow. So you then stayed for another week.
Yeah, so we got on the minibus with them over to the next resort, and they had to find me like. Luckily, there was a spare bed.
Wow.
And
Did
so I
you find
the-
yourself a natural leader, going around telling people what was going on?
Oh, I'm not a leader.
Oh.
I'm not a leader. I think the room rounds. I got in a bit of trouble because the room rounds are meant to be sober and stuff.
What is a room around? So when you go around and say, "Hi guys, here's what's happening."
So you have to like fill them in with what their event is for that evening,
Oh,
and
God.
you have the same rooms every night. And so they get to know you, and you know what? Like uni kids, especially on ski trips, are like, "Oh my God, guys, it's Henry. Henry, come and have a drink. Come and have a drink."
We love you.
And like, you're not meant to. But every time I'd be there, like, "Yeah, okay," because I'm obsessed with pleasing people. So just the minute someone would be like, "Oh my God, come and have a drink," I'm like, "Validation." And so when that stopped, I had to make TikToks.
Oh my God! Thank God TikTok came along. Seriously.
Yeah, I wouldn't get my validation from anywhere.
But for it's like this sort of this sponge TikTok.
Yeah.
You can just throw stuff at it and it keeps absorbing it.
Oh yeah, it's
I love this. I absolutely love the fact that you spend an extra week skiing, drinking, telling people what were the sort of events they're going to do, just going on to different clubs and stuff.
they're just I think they're just club nights, and they're like it's
Early night with a book, any sort of like that's my vibe.
not in the uni,
Play it
not in they're like quite like extremely mental, like in kind of almost disgusting.
Yeah, okay.
Like it is like now, it's my worst nightmare.
Because of the state of them, or because of the state of their rooms, or because of what they're everything.
Everything. Well, not that it was us then. I don't want to say they were discussing it. I was part of it.
Yeah.
It's debauch. Yeah,
Oh, God, I love a bit of debauchery up
Yeah.
a mountain.
yeah.
This feels like a.
It was perfect for the age you're at, but
Uh-huh.
it was quite horrific.
So those ski goggles for $36.99, they saw some things.
Oh yeah,
That's nice.
yeah.
That's good to know. All right, let's move into 2019 now, Henry. Okay, and there's some Audible business going on here. Nice audio book.
Oh,
That's nice.
What book was it?
It's just. Do you know what? It's this Eldest, The Inheritance Cycle, Book 2 by Christopher Paolini.
Yeah,
Looks a bit fantasy. Looks like the dragon that was on your wrist is now in your ears.
that was after uni. There's so much literature and analysis.
Mm.
I wanted to just read like a story,
Yes.
and I'd read them books as a kid,
Yes.
and so I was craving that. So I just
Yes. A nice story.
yeah.
It's amazing. I know I keep saying this. I'm really sorry, but very similar. I did an English degree, and by the end, I was like, Middlemarch was so boring.
Yeah.
And I just read crime novels for like 2
Yeah.
years. It made me very happy.
Yeah.
That escapism and that storytelling, and also people can be dismissive of that sort of stuff. But the good storytelling, no matter how basic it might come across, is really hard, and it helps you. It all contributes
Oh,
to you.
100%.
It's really important stuff.
100%.
Elsewhere in 2019, how was it, by the way, leaving uni? Because were you very happy there? Therefore, this is like a sort of, oh God, what am I doing with my life now vibe?
Not really. I just sort of was like, I want to go London now. So I got a job at a tech company.
Doing what?
Sales.
No way.
I thought sales was just like chatting, schmoozing.
It is, yeah.
And so I turned up but I didn't have any stuff. So I had to borrow my dad's suit.
Right.
And this job, they say, I just turned up. First interview in like a full-on like really baggy dad suit, and I looked really young.
Pinstripe from 1989.
Yeah, and they were like, they all said like, "Who's this kid?" And I
Yeah.
was like, really like, "Hello everyone." Did the interview, and then for the next interview, they're like, "By the way, you don't need to wear a suit." So then I don't remember this, but they said then the next interview, I turned up in like really ripped jeans, a massive chain, and a Thrasher t-shirt, and they were like, "Okay, maybe that's a little bit casual."
For God's sake.
Yeah,
Just go to Marks and Spencer's,
yeah,
please.
yeah.
So how long did you work for the tech company for then?
I worked for that one for 3 years.
Oh, wow, a long time then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Really enjoyed it.
And doing acting on the side, doing stand-up at this stage? Or what
Not
were you
doing stand-up.
Okay.
No, I started the TikTok stuff
Yeah.
during that.
Okay. So
and-
your TikTok stuff has been going a while then?
It was 2022.
Oh, okay. This is 2019 we're in now. But
So
okay.
29. So that was when I just finished uni and was interviewing.
Oh, I see.
think.
Okay. But get to London and see what happens.
Yeah.
Also, obviously it's important to you that you smell good in London. There's a lot of David Beckham
I knew that was.
eau de toilette perfume for men. You've bought a lot, dude. You should almost subscribe to David Beckham. I've never seen.
I have moved.
You're partly responsible for Beckham's wealth. Like every 2 months, you buy more. 75 millilitres, David Beckham. 75 millilitres, David Beckham. Saint-Tropez Gradual Tan Classic. Everyday body lotion. Then more David Beckham.
So I think that was sort of coming to London, and everyone was rich and attractive, and I was like, I'm pale and disgusting.
Right.
So I was like, I'd been back to Leicester, and I went to get some moisturiser in my mum's cupboard,
Yeah.
and she had this Saint-Tropez Gradual Tan.
Oh, yeah.
So I put it on, and then like the whole day, everyone was there like, "Oh my God, you're glowing,"
Yeah.
and I was there like, "I love this." So I started buying it.
Yeah.
And I've never stopped. I've changed products.
I
but
see. Okay. Upgraded a bit, or
Yeah.
that's good stuff. I don't know if that's good or bad stuff. I'm just.
I don't think it's bad stuff. It's
Yeah.
just sort of finding what fits.
Yeah, nice, nice. Who you are.
Yeah.
Well, I can tell you would have smelt fantastic. You'd have, you'd have smelt like a footballer
Yeah.
in 2019. If you'd gone anywhere near Posh Spice, she'd have been all over you. Because you would have smelled just like her husband. All right, so you're smelling great. Then 2020 comes along, and obviously the big 2020 caveat, this is a year of lockdown, but of course you have to get stuck into some more David Beckham. How many of these have you bought?
See, I don't wear it anymore, but I wore it from year 7.
Oh. So if you smell it now, if you go back and smell it now, you get a massive nostalgia.
Yeah.
Honestly, the power of smell and nostalgia, it's a time machine when you smell that stuff.
Oh, 100%.
Terrifying. And if you smell it now, what person do you smell in terms of yourself? Are you like, oh my God, that was great? Or are you like, oh God, that guy was terrified, or what?
God, that's interesting. I think it was a fun period. I was just sort of, just didn't give a crap.
Mm-hmm.
So it was quite like, just sort of going along, just having fun.
Yeah.
And that's all. But I mean, to this day, I think that's still the main priority was just have fun. Whatever you're doing, enjoy it.
Yes.
So God, that's part of my journey.
Oh my God, I love it.
But it's
hard. It's hard to do. It's very easy to say. It's quite hard to do.
It's very hard to do.
You know, like because you're going to get jobs you don't love doing, right?
Yeah.
So the tech job or whatever, you're going to get bored. You've got to sit through meetings and stuff like that. You have to keep yourself entertained.
Yeah. And I think like in those jobs, I was very lucky. My boss, Chris, so he was my boss at the first one and then brought me over to the second one.
Okay.
He was very good at making it fun because that was his mentality. He was like, make it fun. And also his mentality was like, I want to be an actor. He was like, what stuff can we do to accommodate that? Because that's what you want to do when you're older. So it was great. And so sort of applying that in everything.
So when did the acting kick in then? If you're doing the tech job, when did you start doing that? Or was it TikTok and then acting?
So I was acting as a kid.
Yeah.
I did a lot of theatre stuff as a kid. Was in a few plays and then obviously did a lot at school and was part of some drama groups.
Yeah.
Wasn't allowed to go to drama school, sort of didn't then do it at uni and felt like it was slipping away. And then I met someone who'd written a play.
Okay.
And he was like, do you want to audition for it? So I did and did that play. And then I did another one a couple of years later at Fringe. And then now looking at more film and TV sort of things.
It's great. It's like plays, but you only have to do them once or twice.
Yeah.
You don't really need to learn your lines.
No.
Just do a little bit.
Just learn a little bit at a time.
And then they film it.
And you can mess it up.
And you can stuff it up and you can do it really well. And you can do it really badly. It's fantastic.
Oh, I think I'm much more suited to film and TV.
It's interesting in the acting work that I've done when someone who's a proper stage actor comes on and joins for an episode or a thing or whatever, and the way that the TV actors are slightly guilty.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Oh, hi, how was the National this summer? Oh my God, amazing. That sounds great.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's just that acknowledgement that that's proper.
Yeah.
And I used to, like, you know, I've only done proper plays once or twice, and it's terrifying.
Oh, it's terrifying. I think the thing is, it's why stand-up is more chilled, because, like, if you mess up,
You go anywhere.
you can just play with it,
Oh
and
my God.
you call it out. And if you forget where you are, like I've done that a few times, and it's fun. If you don't
Yeah.
panic, they won't panic.
Yeah.
But on stage, in a character, in a really serious moment, if you mess up, you can't go to the audience like, oh.
You can let all the other characters down. You've got
Yeah.
to stay in character. And you're stuck. And these people who do, you know, 6 months playing big roles in big West End shows, how you don't have the out of body experience when you're doing that.
Yeah.
How you stay fresh and in the moment for this thing day after day after day is incredible.
Yeah.
Incredible. I've got a question for you, because you are, you know, you are giving off excellent, like to have fun, and it's all very positive and stuff. So what happens when you're under pressure? What happens when, for example, your new stand-up show, which is going to be on tour soon, you're doing that at Edinburgh this year, you've just done that at Edinburgh, and you're nervous, and people are going, oh, is that dickhead off TikTok? I've been on the circuit for 10 years. I'm learning the craft of stand-up. This guy comes along. How do you cope then? What do you do when you're under that pressure? How do you, and then you screw up the stand-up. What's your processes? What do you do to keep yourself sort of bouncy and buoyant?
I think I always think about how I feel after a show. And after a show, whatever the audience reaction has been, I say it's gone well based on how much fun I've had up there.
That's a very good approach.
Because that's the reason I'm doing it.
Oh my
So
God,
I
it's
did.
such a good
There was a couple of shows just in Edinburgh where the audience reaction to me didn't seem amazing,
Yeah.
but I just was having so much fun and
Yeah.
playing and just, so it came off. I was like, I love that.
Yeah.
Absolutely love that. And then there was ones where the audience reaction was amazing, but I felt like I wasn't putting my all into it. And I was
You're
like,
up in your head a bit.
yeah.
You're not quite in the moment. And then
And you're very aware that you're on stage and you start to notice them more than you should.
it's torture when that happens.
Yeah.
And it can happen for me when I'm doing interviews or doing stand-up or whatever. It's a weird feeling. It's a disassociation, and you disappear up into your head, and there's a sort of running commentary going on, negative or positive, I don't know. But
Positive. I'm amazing. I'm killing this.
No, but sometimes what
God,
I
I
mean,
look good. Get the chains out. Get the chains out.
what I mean is, there is that. There is that. You can do a bit of an interview and go, God, that was funny then. That was really good.
Yeah.
And what's he talking about now? I'm not sure because that was really funny. But I mean, it's more that sort of just sort of distracted, start thinking about, going to have one of those biscuits after this, or whatever. It's hard to root yourself. And the thing that roots yourself is having fun.
Yeah, 100%. That's when you're having fun, you're not thinking about it, and it's suddenly done, and you're like, oh. And that's when you come up with some of the best lines.
Yeah. Do you forget them afterwards? That's a nightmare.
So yes, sometimes, but then luckily, like, sometimes you remember them, sometimes you remember around what it is.
Yeah.
But that's why I try and film quite a lot.
Yeah. Well, of course, you can watch yourself back then, of course, in the buff.
Yeah. It's like, Love Actually, I look quite pretty. Well, they're all of me. But yeah, I think that's the main thing. So I'm backstage, I'm like, just enjoy it. That's the reason I'm doing it. So.
Do you get jealous? What's your jealousy levels like with other people and other acts? Are you good at that? Because that's a big skill to be able to be immune to that.
With stand-up, I'm very good at not being jealous because I'm so new to it.
Yeah, that's nice.
And I do one-man sketch with interstitial stand-up bits.
Nice.
So like, I'm doing my own thing. And also humour is so subjective. It's the same with the TikTok stuff. I don't get jealous because it's like, there's people out there who are going to really not find me funny at all, whether that be live or whether that's on TikTok. And if you're putting yourself out there, you can't expect every single person to enjoy your humour because it's just not realistic.
Yes.
So as long as they're not
it's very sensible
trying to be mean about it.
Well, I know, and that is another part of it, isn't it? I mean, that's a big part of your work on social media is having to deal with people being arseholes to you. But I was quite when we do stuff on TikTok with our various podcasts and stuff, I love it when people get stuck.
Oh, yeah.
Because I'm like, well, thanks for coming. Great, you've written a comment and you brought a load of other people.
Yeah.
Keep going. It's mad some of the stuff people write as well.
Oh, it's I think they're sometimes my favourite comments because they're very creative.
Yeah.
Like some of the DMs I get are wonderfully creative and very accurate. And I'm like, you know what? You've got a point. It's like you may be hating, but like it's true.
Yeah.
Well done.
Fair point. Thanks for coming. Thanks for dropping by.
So it doesn't bother me because usually they're quite accurate. So I'm like, fair enough.
There's a lot of hair products here, Henry.
It took me a while to figure out my routine.
We've got some black and white Pluco hairdressing pot. Is it pomade or pomade? 200 millilitres. That was in January 2021, by the way. We've skipped past 2020.
Still got that.
Really?
Yeah. That same
got
pot.
a lot of hair, so I don't know.
I don't use it.
I see.
It's for when I slick it back.
All right. And then we've got like face and body wash, daily face and body moisturizer.
Oh, God.
This is great. DHC deep cleansing oil. You've got great skin. You've got great hair. How long are your procedures in the morning? How long does it take you to get ready? Be honest.
That's soft. Be honest.
Be honest. Tell us the truth, because we'll know.
I'm trying to think. The skin is actually quite quick.
Okay.
But I do a whole routine.
Sure.
It's like cleanser, moisturizer.
Every morning.
Every single morning and night.
And night.
It's a cleanser, serum, then a moisturizer. But it doesn't take that long. It's sort of like wash it. The cleanser's just to wash it. Yeah. Serum's little drops and rub it in, massage in.
Nice.
And then moisturizer too.
This description has taken longer.
Description
taken longer than what I do for my face. And which shows, that's fine.
No, I think you've got good skin.
Hey, listen, it's fine. Just drink lots of water. But you will... Nice little, yeah. Well, drink more water.
I'm not just showing off my foot.
Great, you've got
now
lovely
onto this.
Ankles.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Henry's just stretching his right leg. We've got a cramper on the Amazon sofa. Okay, that's a good amount of... That's a lot of process.
Yeah, the hair's longer.
Yeah, oh God.
So I couldn't, because my hair's quite thin.
Okay.
I couldn't find a way to keep it up in the style that I like.
Interesting. You've used curlers on it?
No, it's curly.
Naturally curly.
curly,
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
But I saw Austin Butler. I saw a picture of him on the red carpet.
You do have an Austin Butler vibe, don't you?
I love Austin Butler. I love Austin Butler.
Yes, I think you may not be the only one.
Yeah.
he's very nice. He's very good.
He's very, very cool.
Yeah.
And so I saw a picture of him and I was like, well, his hair looks good. Mm-hmm. So I went and got some highlights to lighten mine up a bit.
Okay.
And then I typed in, how does Austin Butler do his hair? And there was a GQ article from his stylist, step by step, naming all the exact products. And so I bought them all.
You followed the full Austin Butler hair instructions.
And that's my exact routine every morning.
Oh my God.
It's very embarrassing, yeah. But I've got no shame.
You do the full Austin Butler. Everyone. And how long does it take you?
It's only about 10 minutes, but that's
Okay.
still a long time if you think about it to just...
Yeah, but it's worth it. It looks glorious. It's worth it.
Thank you. Some people hate it.
Yeah, it's a
which
shame you
I
haven't
get.
got his face.
Yeah, I know.
That would make it so much better.
It would. Or his energy. I went to a premiere and he was there.
Oh, wow.
And he sort
Was
of
he like, oh, it's a mirror. Where'd you get that hair from? That's my hair.
Yeah. I was like, give it back. I was like, Austin, stop. He's got this. It was really funny, actually, because there was Jodie Comer, Tom Hardy, and him.
Yeah.
And Jodie Comer walks down, very graceful, elegant, with this sort of energy. You know,
brilliant.
she's talented and everyone knows it.
Yes.
But not in an arrogant way. And so
No.
she walks down and goes to the stage. Then there's Austin, and he looks amazing, and he's like walking down, and he's there like looking at everyone who's sat down, like, "Hey, how's it going? You're right, yeah,
nice.
how's it going?"
And everyone going, ha, ha.
Yeah.
People actually spontaneously orgasm
Yes,
when he walks
yes,
past them.
including me.
Fair.
And then finally there was Tom Hardy,
He looked like the Uber driver.
and he was in
Got
like
a cab? Got a cab for Austin? Anyone?
he was in these cargo pants and just a tight t-shirt, and he's sort of at the back, and then they called his name. Power walks to the front, then goes right. Takes the mic, he's like, questions. And it was so like, it's exactly how you expect their walk down would have been.
Yes.
Um,
Their personality summed up in a walk down. So
Yes.
what's your walk down? How do you walk to the front of the stage? What do you do?
Oh God.
I mean, I can guess. Try and high five every single person in the room.
I think I'd look around, smiling, but then I would pull like, I always do this like face.
Rick Mail
'Cause-
vibes.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Just sort of walking like, because I'm like, I can't do the sexy, cool Austin Butler thing,
No.
but I can't do the actual badass Tom Hardy thing.
Yeah.
So I think I'd walk down smiling, but then just also I wouldn't be able to take it seriously enough.
The problem I've got if there's an applause thing like that, someone's brought me on stage, is I go to my holding a door open for a pensioner face, which is when you just purse the lips right up and you make it into a little line. And I just think it's such a bad look when everyone's applauding. Oh my God, welcome to the stage.
It looks ungrateful almost.
It
doesn't
looks, you
It's
look bored.
Yeah,
You look bored.
yeah.
You've got to get it right. You've got to find the right balance.
It's
But
sarcastic, isn't
you
it?
can't look too happy to be there.
No.
That's the other thing. That's the problem. You can't be like, oh my God, how am I here? You can't do that.
Too happy to be just standing there with a massive erection. Like.
Oh God, he's tenting. He is tenting. Okay, look, all right, we're running out of time. So what we're going to do, Henry, we're going to skip to the last few purchases, okay? The past 3 months now we're going to look
Okay.
at to finish off the episode. And it's been a riot of hair product, face products,
Jewelry.
jewellery, the classic jumper,
The Raglan.
the classic raglan.
The Raglan.
I actually grew up next to the town Raglan. And if you want to call it the Welsh name, it's Bryn Bugger.
Bryn Bugger.
Bryn Bugger. Raglan in Welsh is Bryn Bugger.
But are you Welsh?
Yeah, well, Monmouth. So,
Oh, no. So you're not.
There you go. So, look, what we're going to do, we're going to have a look over the last few purchases.
Yeah, I'm actually Welsh.
I'm actually Welsh.
I'm from Monmouth. Do you know it?
It's re-
I've got a friend from Monmouth.
you have?
Oh, obviously.
I mean, I almost certainly know them. Who went to Monmouth School?
Probably.
What's their
He's
name?
Henry Lee.
Oh, my God!
Do you know him?
No. So,
He's Henna's, though.
Oh, God,
Sorry,
he's Henna's.
yeah.
Oh, my God. Henna's. Fucking hell.
Yeah, he's who the posh boy characters I do are based off.
Nice. Oh, really?
Mm.
Are they based on a Monmouth boy?
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
fantastic. Good. I'm going to tell lots of people that. And people say, "Have you seen this?" I go, yeah, it's based on a Monmouth thing. It's actually based on me.
Yeah.
Fuck, it's based on me. Oh no, I don't want it to be based on me. We're looking over the last few things, and it's interesting how when we started, you were the student buying the English stuff, and you were buying the metal silver bracelets. You were buying dragons to wear around your wrist to give off vibes and attract Welsh people.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
obviously worked at university. And then we come to the latest things that you've bought. We've bought some Speedo's men's endurance swimming trunks.
Fuck's sake.
See how he has grown? Isn't it beautiful to watch? See it, look at our baby now. Look at him fly.
I started swimming.
He's got a Speedo
A lot
silicone
recently.
swim cap. All of that hair product. All of that lovely... What? Austin Butler wouldn't do this. You can't put this big blue condom on.
It's to protect the hair in the pool.
Squish it all down.
Yeah, but otherwise it gets wet in the pool.
Oh, but
I tried it, literally, that was the other day. I tried it all on for my girlfriend.
I bet you did. I bet you tried those on for her. Look at
Yeah.
those Speedo swimming trunks.
She was there like, oh my God. I was like, you're actually going to wear that? I was there like, yeah. Do you not think I look like James Bond. She was like, no, not like you need a helmet.
Look, the Speedo Endurance Plus, it's a lovely trunk. So tell us about this new lease of life and your new discovery of swimming. It's so nice. What a sort of lovely, wholesome, do you know what I mean? Because there has been debauchery. There's a lot of tattoos.
Yes.
And now
I will get more.
Of course, they're wonderful. But now we're finding, swimming. I'm really just getting in water and swimming.
Yeah.
I don't want to say it, but it's quite dull.
Yeah, it is.
I'm saying it. But we have to, eventually, Henry, we have to get dull.
I think it's embracing dullness and mundanity. Yes. Because I think also with things like Fringe and the tour, it's so energetic and so up there. So actually balancing it out with going for a swim and getting into it enough to get a cap and Speedo trunks.
Do you have the goggles as well?
And they've got earplugs attached to them.
Wow. The full works.
Yeah. But the thing is, I'm a good swimmer, but I'm not good enough to warrant all the gear. Because I get in the pool and you see people being like, he's about to cane it.
Brace yourself.
And then I'm there like...
But which lane do you go in the pool? Because I'm slow lane every time.
So, there's not really, they don't...
You have your own
they
pool.
Don't apply.
I see. No, I understand. Yeah. No, it's fine. And what do you mean, pools?
What do you mean other people in your pool? What, do you let other people come, like friends and stuff?
How do you spell communal? It doesn't really... Let me Google that. Yeah, so where do you go? Which lane do you go for? You're in the fast lane.
I go fast and medium.
Okay.
But people don't really... But it's just whatever's free. Yeah. And then if you're sharing with someone, one right, one left, it doesn't actually ever apply.
How long do you swim for?
I do 50 lengths.
Wow. How long does that take? I honestly don't know how long that would take.
It depends, really, but 20 minutes to half an hour.
And do you disappear when that happens, or are you in your own head? What's going on when you're swimming?
Just number of lengths I'm on. That's what's quite nice. It's like, because I find it very hard to switch off.
Yes.
And so swimming, all I think is I just repeat the number of the length that I'm on over and over and over again in my head. So it's just one, two.
Don't do that out loud
to
when
50.
You're swimming. If someone's swimming nearby, 3.
I always end up drowning.
48. Yeah. 48. Wow, this is great. I love this. I love seeing the beginnings of boringness and dullness hit your life. Because embrace it, mate. It's the best bit.
I'm really enjoying it.
Seriously, it's brilliant. This has been a real pleasure. Thank you for doing this, Henry. I've loved chatting to you and going through your Amazon purchase history. Henry's going to be swimming to a venue near you. You're going to be on tour. It's another good thing about swimming because you can go to different pools around the place when you're on tour.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Get a swim in before you then go and do the gig.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do.
So if he's a bit chlorine-y, when he's sweating near you and you're in the front row, he's a bit chlorine-y. That's because he's been swimming. Tell us about the gigs. What have you got coming up? What's happening?
So I'm doing 26 shows from mid-October to the end of November.
Fucking hell.
I know.
It's amazing.
After Fringe, it's taking on a lot.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a series of sketches. So some of them are like based off some of like the top TikTok characters I've done.
Nice.
And some of them are most of them are completely new.
Great.
I think my favourite ones are completely new. But there's like the posh girl Minty has a features quite heavily.
Good. Excellent.
And yeah, I'm doing just all over the UK and Ireland.
Great.
Doing 2 dates in London and England, Scotland. I don't think I'm doing Wales.
Racist.
No, maybe I am. I'm doing Cardiff.
Are you?
I think so.
It's not really Wales.
I'm not doing Monmouth.
Unbelievable. Well, it's like you said, you're not doing Wales. Monmouth isn't in Wales anyway, so it's fine. Look, Henry, thank you so much for coming in. This has been brilliant, and thank you for sharing far, far too much.
Yeah.
What were you thinking?
I was worried about that.
You have no editorial control.
No, I know.
It's all going out.
That's fine. It happens.
Including the pumpkin story. We're going to get her side of the story.
Yeah. You can. I'm friends with Spyro. She'll love it. No, it's banter. It's banter.
It's banter. Don't worry about it. Henry Rowley /Rowley, thank you very much for coming on My Mate Bought a Toaster.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
It's my mate, bought a toaster. Oh, it's my mate,